What's up, Notjust developers? Welcome back to a new live stream, and we are in week 6 of our Notjust Startup Challenge. We are coming to an end, and next week we have our demo day, and that means that today we're gonna work on polishing the latest features that we have in the application and preparing the application for production and preparing it to submit it for review on App Store and Play Store. So, a little bit about the challenge. Notjust Startup Challenge is a 7-week challenge where I invite all of our community to build their own startups. We are ending it on 12th of August, and during 12th of August we have our demo day where you will be able to present your project, your startup that you have been working on during the last weeks. And you will be able to participate. We also have some prizes for the best startups. We have $1,000 for the first place, $500 for the second place, and $250 for the third place. That's not a lot, but it will allow you to continue experimenting and continuing working on your project for at least a couple of months until you get some tractions with real users. So during this process, during this last 7 weeks, I'm sharing all of my journey of building my own startup here on YouTube with you guys. And it's been very nice to be able to build this thing in public with you here every Friday on YouTube. So if you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Vadim, and I'm a full-stack mobile developer. I founded multiple startups in the past, but now I'm focused more on sharing my experience and my knowledge with you here on YouTube. So if you found this video valuable, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I think we can get started with this week, right? Let's roll the intro. All right. Hi Divi, how are you doing? Hi everyone in the live chat. Where are you joining us from today? So let's quickly see the game plan for today. During this challenge, I am building a mobile application. I wanted to build something for developers because we have this great community of developers here on YouTube, and I also wanted to do something educational. After talking with some users and after seeing some patterns, I see that a lot of people are getting lost in the complex world of software engineering, not knowing what to learn first, what tech stack to pick, and the value out of the things that they are learning. So this leads to not having a clear vision, jumping from one stack to another, and this is not productive for developers. The solution that I thought of would be an interactive roadmap, an interactive learning plan that will help you go from one step to another until you reach your goal. The roadmap will be based on resources, exercises, projects, and also quizzes. And of course, I have to build an MVP in this short amount of time because I don't have the hours to build a fully fledged application here. So for that reason, I decided to scale down the application just to test the waters, to test the idea out there. So for that reason, I'm going to focus on only one module, on introduction to JavaScript. And for the content that I'm going to use, I'm going to try to curate it as much as possible instead of creating. So yes, in the previous week, we started the first week with designing the home screen, which is a tree-like shape of topics that you will have to follow and complete from top to bottom. After that, every topic there is composed out of resources. We also have a quiz that you can take with a couple of multiple choice questions, and at the end, like, you receive this nice end screen. In the following weeks, I think it was week 2 or week 3, we did the backend. We implemented all of these functionalities using AWS Amplify by creating the authentication layer, our database, and all our queries in our application to receive this data and to save it properly in the cloud. Previous week, we have worked on the in-app subscriptions with Adapti, and it was fun to implement this. It wasn't that complicated, but now our application is monetized using in-app subscriptions, so people can buy a premium version of application based on a subscription model to pay either monthly or yearly. and to get extra benefits from the applications like pro resources or not having to watch ads. Actually, we didn't implement ads yet, but we can see. So today it's coding time, and we have some tasks here that we're gonna have to fix. Some of these were left from the previous streams, so today is going to be more like polishing, making sure that everything works as expected, fixing some of the bugs, issues that we find on the way, basically preparing our application for publishing it to production and starting to serve real users. So yeah, we're gonna go through these tasks, complete them one by one, which we can do during the live stream, and then we're gonna be ready for the demo day. So let me tell you a couple of things about the demo day now at the beginning. So if you are working on a startup, so yeah, I want to ask the live audience if there will be, there are any people watching this live that are working on your startup. If you're working, say yes, I'm interested, and I can explain real quick how to sign up to pitch your idea. Because it's not gonna be complicated, you don't have to pitch it live. All you have to do is to record a video of your presentation, prepare some slides, prepare what you want to say, and do a video of maximum 3 minutes where you basically you pitch your project that you have been working on. Then you submit that video, and we will run it during the demo day, which is in exactly 1 week. All right, I see a couple of people. Yes, Morshid, Supro, Divi, Anselm, Dano. Dano is saying, yes, but your video was clear previously published. Yeah, hopefully you saw the video, but for people that didn't see, like, all you have to do to find out more information about the how to submit your presentation, give me 1 second, is to check the blog post that I wrote on notjust.dev. If you go here, notjust.dev, it should be the last blog post here, demo day. So pitching your startup at the demo day. If you go here, you will find all the important information about the pitch. You'll find the structure that I recommend following, because it's going to be much easier if you have the structure and you just simply go through them and answer these questions. And after you prepare everything that you want to talk about, go ahead and make some slides, some very simple slides. Don't put a lot of text there, and go ahead and record a video out of this, and then submit your pitch here by pressing this button and just pasting the URL of the video here, and that's it. You will join the competition that we will have next week. So the demo day for this is 10th of August, so it's Wednesday. So make sure to be on time and to submit your projects to be to participate at the demo day. The demo day will be also here on YouTube, guys, so you'll be able to watch it. All right, so I'm talking too much today. I don't know why. Let me check. From DV, I see a message. This message is shown when I open subscription in Play Store. To add in-app products, you need to add the billing permission in your APK. Can you tell me what is the solution for this? The solution for this is to upload a new version of your application that has this billing enabled. So if you are working in Expo, and if you have followed what I did in the previous stream, like after you install like Expo add the Adaptive SDK, after that do another build and upload it to Google Play, and then they will see that you enabled subscriptions. If you're working with React Native CLI, I think it's also automatically managed by Adaptive. Vadim, are you a blockchain developer? Nope, I'm not. But I'm interested in that field, so from time to time I'm looking into that. Is it mandatory to have face cam in video? That's a good question. I would say probably not mandatory, but preferably to create a connection with the community. But yeah, make sure that, I don't know, the audio is clear. That's very important for people to understand. If it's not very clear, maybe you can add subtitles, where we can see what we can do in that regards. Yes, the content is more important than the video production. I don't expect like any crazy animations or transitions. Just keep it really simple and focus on what you want to say instead of some video editing skills. So yeah, keep it simple. Was there a part 5 or did I miss something? Yes, previous week we had the part 5 in which we worked on the monetization. So in the video title it's not said like part 5, but that video like is chronologically part 5 of our series. Or also you can check the description box, I have all the links there. All right, guys, so let's have a look at what do we have to do here. So starting from, well, I remember from previous video that we worked on, we didn't finish implementing the pro resources. Basically, let me run the application first, and we should see it. Divi, yes, that's what I had to go through. I also had that issue, and after uploading a new build, after installing the React Native Adaptive, then I could manage the subscription products on Google Play. So here we have, I updated Expo, and we already don't have the web UI for our build tools. Everything is moving so fast. When we started this challenge at the beginning, I just found out about Expo sunsetting the web UI, and now it's already gone. We don't have it, but it's okay. So let's open it on Android. And here we should have it. All right. Hello, and be the king. Don't like my camera position. I don't want to mess it up. It's too tall. No. I will mess it up. I will mess it up badly. Look at me. Now it's not straight. Come on. All right. Sorry for that, guys. So, yes, we have our application here, and if we have a look, we implemented, we kind of mocked a feature of having pro resources, which are shown with a lock here, and when you press, like it checks if you are a pro member using Adaptive. But we didn't implement this feature on the backend. So today, what we have to do, let's open our console and let's change the data model to have another extra field that will say if a resource is pro or not. So I'm gonna write AWS just amplify console. Come on. I cannot write console. Adaptive can also manage the in-app purchases also. Yes, both purchases and subscriptions. So let's open Amplify Studio. And from here, let's go ahead in our data. And for our exercises, yes, exercises I think will also be categorized in pro or not. So let's add here a field pro with a Boolean, And it shouldn't be required, because if it's not set, that means that it's not pro. The same thing with our resources. Yes. So let's do pro here. Again, Boolean, and that's it. What else should we, what other features should we add only for? At this moment, I'm gonna keep it like this only, and later on we'll see how to manage it better. Divi, no worries. Send them, and from time to time, when I'll have to wait, like in this moment, I can definitely answer your questions, if that's related to the things that we're working on right now. Damn, look at this update. I haven't seen it. This deployment can take a few minutes. Yes, it usually does. And it's painful to... What? Cannot push Amplify environment. Staging due to missing Lambda function environment variable value. Without yes to fix function. Daily reminder is a missing value for user table. All right, that means that I'm gonna have to do this from locally if I cannot update it from here. So let's go ahead in our Amplify backend. Let's go to API schema, and we can do the same thing that we did in our console. We can do it here. But you know what's missing? Some music is missing. So let me open Spotify quickly. And I just saw that the application is out of the screen, like this. All right, okay. I can zoom in a bit here so that everyone can see. And we have Streambeats here. Can you see it? Can you hear it? Everything good? Yes, we can continue. So as I said, like for our resource, we're gonna have another extra field pro, which is gonna be Boolean and not required, like it can be null. And the same as we did for this one, we will have to do for exercise. Okay, like this. Now let's have a look at, let's write Amplify status to see on which branch are we, because I already set up the production environment. Should I upgrade Amplify? Let's go for it. Let's go for it real quick. Have you ever played Valorant game? This is related because I have built up on that. I have never heard about it. I don't know. I've been fighting yesterday with some waves, some very big waves, like, I don't know, 2-meter waves. And now I feel like my voice changed. I don't know. I feel that I have like still water in my system here. All right, so I wanted to see on what environment are we. We are on staging, that's good. And now we can say Amplify push. Come on, Amplify. To push the changes of our data model to our backend. Introduce a security enhancement for your GraphQL API. The changes are applied automatically with this deployment. The change won't impact our client code. Continue. Yes, let's do that. Wait, I think it's already too late to stop it, because I also have a task to move our API to work not with API keys but with cognito-based authentication. So to improve a bit the security of application of our API, and for production it is recommended to use cognito-based authentication for the API instead of API keys. And if... oh, I can stop it now, right? And I can do Amplify update API GraphQL. Let's do authorization modes And let's select Amazon Cognito user pool. Configure additional authentication types. No, I'm okay with only one of them. Auth director with API key provider found, but the project has no API key authentication provider configured. Is it here in the schema? API key? No. Auth directive. Rules allow public. Let me double check the documentation, what I'm doing wrong here. Amplify docs. So let's go to libraries, and I'm interested in the API authentication, authorization modes. If I just look here, it's API key. I don't want it. Come on, let's see. Oh, define authorization. Let's see authorization rules. Let's maybe check the error. Maybe we need the API key for the Lambda functions, but again, I don't think so. Seems to be an issue. Remove all auth directives from GraphQL. So they are saying, should I remove all the authentication here rules? I remember there was a table here, public, because our rules are allow public. This is provider API key. This is the reason. Yes, I remembered. So because our strategy here, we set allow public, it depends on the API key. But if provider user pools owner, yes, private, any signed in data access. Unlike owner based access, any signed in user has access to it. Yes, I want to change it to private. Per user group data access, no. Custom, no. Yes, so instead of public here, I'm gonna change to private. to allow access to this data only to people who are signed in, not to anyone publicly. Okay, let's give it one more try. No. Or yes. Yes, let's go GraphQL. Authorization modes, let's go Amazon Cognito user pool. Additional, no. Successfully updated. Now we can write Amplify push, and this should update both of these tasks. So the first one is we move from API key to the cognito-based authentication. So let's say it's in progress. And the second one is the pro resources, also in progress. Now we're gonna wait until everything is pushed, and we can update some of the logic of how we are rendering these pro resources. We almost have everything ready there, just a couple of changes. Alright, so while we are waiting, we can go with next features. But one that I also have to work on is to update the name on the profile page. Because if I go now on the profile, I see the Vadim Savin, which is my name, which is fine. But this is a hard-coded text, so everyone will see this. Instead of that, let's go ahead in our source. We have here a user context. Should we expose something from here? The user context has the sub. It has some user data. Let's see what user data do we have there. Maybe to display just the name, email. Yeah, let's console log user data. Okay. This is user data, so it has somewhere attributes. It has email. I know, let's at least render the user email there, because we are not asking during the registration process about anything else. So this is the only thing that we have. So that's gonna be another email, set email. And let's do set email with user data attributes, user data dot, come on, something like this, dot email. All right, we don't need to console log it anymore. And this email, I want to expose it outside here, email, so that we can consume it later. But we need to specify that our context also has an email, which is string initialized with empty string. Okay, now everything perfect? Yes. Now what we can do is to go as simple as that. We go to the screens for our profile screen. We use the hook use user context, which gives us right away the user context, and from there we can get the data that we sent, like email. So here, instead of Vadim Savin, we're gonna have the email, at least some personalization. Yes, and it's working perfectly. All right, that means that we can put this task in completed, and it's out of sight. Let's put it in the sprint week 6 just to be able to track it, and the same for the other ones. Week 6 pro resources, week 6. I'm gonna put the others one as well. This one no, this one no. Maybe we can randomize the order of answers, maybe, if we have time. All right, so the question is AWS Amplify support roles like having admin and agent and user? Yeah, definitely. It supports roles. You can set them up using the cognito pools, and you can give access to API or to other resources based on the role. So if you see here, the strategy can be group, and in this situation, you're gonna use the user pool groups to give access to some API calls to do. All right, so update name on profile, that is complete. And here, where is by status or by sprint? I'm already lost. Let's do by status. And here we have complete today. Filter, week 6 only. Okay, this is complete. So what's going on there with our, yes, we have pushed the changes. Let's double check them here in Amplify Studio. So I'm gonna refresh the page for our API. Hello, Surya. And let's check for the exercise. It has a pro, Boolean, and for the resource has pro. And if I look at the manage API authorization, okay, the default authorization mode is cognito user pools. Perfect, amazing. So now when we query our resources, they will have this field is pro or not. So in our source components, where we are rendering this resource list item, we have this resource, and we will not need this is pro because we will work with the resource.is pro or just pro. And you see, it's not, it says that pro doesn't exist on resource. That's because it didn't update our models. So I think we have to run amplify code gen to update, to regenerate our models to include the new field. Maybe I will trigger it with a pull command. Let's give it a try. Vadim, did you go to the latest TwitchCon? No, I haven't. No. How to change staging to production in AWS Amplify? 1 second, I'm gonna help you with that question in a moment. But now, let's see, does it have pro? Yes, it has pro, which can be a Boolean, so that's good. Let's see other places where we're checking for it. For example, here, so instead of checking it like this, we're gonna check it like resource.pro. Come on, pro. All right, and I will do it like this. That's it. I think so. Now none of these resources should be pro, and I should be able to access them. By the way, do you remember I was having a bug when the emulator was crashing when I was pressing on these resources? Do you know why it was happening? It was happening because the emulator was running out of storage, or even my PC, like the disk, was running out of storage, and that's why I just was crashing it, which was weird. What I wanted to do, I wanted to change some resources to be pro. So let's go through the Amplify Studio and do them from here. Yes, Sura, that's a weird bug. And I'm lucky that I found it kinda randomly, while also having some issues because of that, like the emulator always crashing. I was like, why is it happening? And then I checked that I don't have memory like, can this be the reason why? And it was. So it magically solved after freeing up some space. Let's go ahead for the resource. We have 3 of them. Let's go for the last one. We're gonna set that this is a pro resource, save. And same for exercises. The second one will be a pro exercise. Now, if I refresh, let's go into variable, and we see 2 of them here are pro. Perfect. So if I press on them, I will be redirected to the screen, the paywall, right? But if you will be already subscribed, you will be able to see it right away there. Okay, so that means that we are done with this task with pro resources. We are properly managing them here. And that's good. API key, yes, we checked, it was solved as well. What else do we need? This one is looking interesting. Topic screen header. I saw somewhere these pictures, and I thought, because if you remember in my presentation here, initially I designed the topic page with a little bit a nicer header with like an image background or something like that. Then when I started implementing it, I thought that having like an image background will be too complicating for me to add these topics and find the proper image. And then I saw like this type of backgrounds for titles, and I think they will look kind of dope in the application. So I'm thinking to add them. Let's have a look at our options. One option would of course be to add them like as images, like these backgrounds, and just render them there. But I've been thinking maybe we can try to use the React Native, how's it called? Gradient library to render them properly. So let's give it a try, but before that I'm gonna add everything. Git add, git commit -m, pro resources. First do color styles, then do images. Color styles, you mean color palette? The color palette here. Well, I think that it's gonna take me a bit of time to choose the colors for the application, but we can get into that. I think that this one will be more fun. So, or you mean like for these headers to first do colors because it's easier and after that upgrade to images? Maybe, yeah, that's also a possibility. What I wanted to see is maybe Expo has something, Expo gradient, but I don't remember. I think linear gradient is a library. Expo linear gradient. Okay, so let's go ahead with this one. And after that, usage, we have linear gradient. We will import it where? In our screens. And we have our topic screen. Let's do topic screen here. We will import this one on top, linear gradient. And I don't know, let's try to render something, at least something, and to work from there. So here on the topic, we have right away intro, but before that, we're gonna have the linear gradient, styles, header, let's just do header. For the header, what do we need there? I don't know, height 100, just to see it on the screen. React Native component exploit was not found in the UI manager. Think we need to restart the server. Come on. Come on. No, it doesn't want. Do we need to create another custom build? Let's double check. If you're installing this in a Bayer React Native, you should also follow. No, it's not a Bayer. But maybe. What if we try to launch it in Expo Go? Yes, in Expo Go it works. So that means that in order for the application to work in my development build as well, I have to create another build that will include this library of linear gradient in it. So yeah, here we have our gradient. Yeah, let's work with it. First of all, we will need the title to be there. The title will be the title. Where is the title? It's the topic name or something like this. Topic dot name title. Yes, topic dot title. We need to put it inside this linear gradient. So let's try to do it like this. And here we're gonna have a text with topic.title. Okay, I see the text there. Let's give it some styles. Title. All right, we're gonna style it in a moment. But I see that we will have to move a bit how we are applying padding to this page, because this linear gradient, I want it to fill in the full width. And for that reason, if I look at this container, it has some padding. Let's add container, and let's move the padding from here to here. and we are going to put all of these sections in a view with the styles content container until the end here. We need a view. Let's import it. And let's have a look. Yes, now we have still padding on all of the page except for this header. Another thing is that here where we have setting the title of this page, I will not need to do that because I don't need this header at all. So I'm gonna go ahead in our navigation index. For the topic, I'm gonna say options or screen options or screen, come on, options. Header shown, I want to say false to hide it. And if I go now, no, doesn't work. Come on. Where is it? All right, so the header disappeared. Our how's this called? The gradient is all the way to the top. Now let's put the title a bit lower. So where we have here title. Align self. No, not align self. I want the header to have justify content center, not center, but flex end. Yes. I want the header to also have a padding of 10. All right. The title, I want font size of, I don't know, 24. Font weight, bold. No, just 30. 30. And letter spacing. I know Lucas likes to play with letter spacing. If I put one is like this, one is okay. I think 1.5, 1.2. Maybe not bold, but 500. Okay. So the title is okay. Now let's work a bit on the gradient, itself. So it has a list of colors. Colors is an array of colors that represents tops in the gradient. At least 2 colors are required. For a single color background, use the background color prop on the view component. And for example, means that the gradient will end 10% from the left and 20% from the bottom. Location, an array that contains number ranging from 0 to 1 inclusive and is the same length for the colors. Each number indicates the color's top location where each respective color should be located. If not specified, the colors will be distributed evenly across the gradient. Okay, means that the gradient will start 10% from the left and from the top. Okay. So now I'm gonna have to find some gradients. But I'm gonna continue in a moment because I need real quick to be somewhere. Be back in 1 minute. All right, add margin top, status bar, current height in the header. I will not have any component there, and I want them. I don't want to add margin on the top. I want the background gradient to go even behind the status bar. Let's have a look at a website like this, and let's grab some gradients. I don't know. Let's test this one to see how it looks. Like this and like this. Something is showing up. For the height 100 is too little. 200. Oh my god, I closed everything. That's good. I'll also be able to add like the details about the module, like GS 101, and I can do that at the moment here, just as a hard code text, because all of them will be GS 101. But later on, we're gonna have more 101, and this is subtitle. And for the color, I need colors dot light dot, I don't know, something like that. What's up with this gradient? It's kind of good. I like it. It's okay. Should I do border radius bottom end 10 and the same, but it's not gonna work. Bottom start header, 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 linear gradient. Why it didn't work? Style. Overflow hidden, maybe? Yes, so it's 20, maybe 20. Does it look better or even more? Whoa, that was cool. 250. Like this, and we're gonna have padding bottom maybe 20, like this. It's too much. 20, 20. Yes, like this is better. I just want to test how it looks with color white here. Not that bad, to be honest. I think I like it. But what if we invert the colors to have light on the top? No, it doesn't look good. The color should be light on the bottom. Okay, So let's grab some of these backgrounds. Let's create a new component for this. So that's gonna be a new file, topic header.tsx, React Native functional export. Let's grab from the topic screen our linear gradient and put it in here. Now, this is gonna render the topic header. And in the topic header, we need to import the linear gradient. We need to define some styles. Come on. Let's copy them here. We need style sheet from React Native, and we need only header, title, and subtitle. So container, no. Oh my god, I messed it up a bit, but that's okay. We need to import colors from constants. We need this topic. We're gonna receive it as a parameter, or let's do just title or the whole topic. No, let's do title. And we're gonna receive it from props. In the topic screen, we're gonna say title equal topic dot title. What else? All right, so what's going on here? Should work. Should be the course name, be the title, and the topic be the subtitle. Not sure, to be honest. I still think that we need to focus on the topic name, but have some information like where is it coming from. So I want to add some margin vertical to this title, 20 margin, maybe 10. And I don't like the colors. It's such a mess with the colors. Oh my god, no, it's so bad. We'll see what to do with these colors. But what I want to do right now is have a list of gradients. And these gradients will be, for example, this one. Maybe something else. Maybe this cherry. So I'm gonna put them on the side and just bring the colors in. Let me add the structure for them, like this. Let me copy paste a couple of them. And let's generate some. This one, no. Maybe this one, it's a good one. Stripe. Oh, this one is out of 3 colors. Nice. Hope it's gonna look good. I need the darker one, should be the first one. Mango. Use Alt Shift plus up and down. Alt Shift. Yes! Thank you very much. You probably saved me a lot of time. I knew how to do that in WebStorm because I was using a lot WebStorm, but I didn't know how to do it here. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And this one. Now, how do we get the gradient? How do we get the gradient? We could randomly get it, or we can, I want like every topic to have some kind of his own gradient. So can we get a random number, but based on a seed? So, but first of all, let's try with random numbers. So I don't know, for example, in order not for the gradient not to change when we re-render the component, I'm gonna probably have to say, yes, gradient index like this, and use effect. In a use effect to change this one only when the title changes, not like this. When the title changes, let's go ahead and say, I think like this. Basically taking a random item from there. Okay, that's good. If I come back, it's the same. Oh, yes, because I need to do here gradients at gradient index. So if I go here, it's a different one. If I go back, it's a different one, different one, different one, and so on. Kinda like it. Maybe should also do the second one a bit transparent. How to do transparent? I don't know. 0, 0. Yes, no, I don't need 0, 0. I need 5, 5. I'm gonna leave only one of them. Come on, this piece, this piece, this piece. This is with a bit of transparency. But in this case, I think I'll have to move back to dark colors here. Colors dot light dot basically, come on. Give me a darker color, but not black. Color picker. Something like this. Yeah, that's good. And for the gradient, maybe even less, like 6, 6 or 3, 3. 0, 0 will... Wow. Is it good? No, I don't like it. And if we add some shadow to this container, then it might even look better. There is a shadow generator here, so if I increase a bit of depth, we can take the properties from here and add it to our header. Oh yes, oh yes. I like it. And it also changes, perfect. White still looks better. So indeed, I think it would be better to use memo here instead of use state. So because yes, we just simply in this use effect, whenever the title changes, we set the gradient index. But we can say const gradient equal to yes, use memo from React, use memo. And this memo will be called when the title changes, and we will return gradients at this random position, gradients at this random position. So we don't need these ones, we simply will use gradient for the colors. Yes, it works. Yes. Thank you. Yes, it's indeed much better like this. Does math random can it take a seed in order to give the same background for the same like topic based on its ID, for example? Oh my god, it's so hard. Probably I'm not gonna do it. But you know what I can do? In the topic header, can I receive here in the topic header, I don't know, ID is gonna be topic .id. I'll do some magic there, and I'm just gonna sum up all the digits from the ID, and based on it get the thing here. I'm not sure how smart is that. I just don't want whenever you refresh it to change the background. Maybe I don't even need it. I think it's a string, right? So with this ID, if it's a string, I want to first of all console log ID. Okay. Now I want to sum all its characters. So ID.split like this will give me an array of all the characters. Now I want to reduce this array the number, then we have a current value, and what we need to do is number plus current char coded 0 I think so. I don't know what's gonna be there, but let's see. Yes, it's a number. And based on this number, we can say divided by gradients.length, and probably also math.floor on all of this. Oh my god, that's a long formula, which I'm not sure if it's correct. What's the type of this? It's a number. It's this operation, actually. Where am I? So that's gonna be a function. Let me put it into a function. Random, kinda random number based on a seed. So for the seed is gonna be the ID gradients length. It gives me what? 0. ID split is not a function, not ID, but seed split. Undefined. Yes, because I need to return. And it's 2. And if I go again, it's again 2. If I go again, it's again 2. And if I go to the other one, for example, if statement, that's a 0. And if I go here, that's a 1. And if I go here, that's a... Interesting why... If I give here, let me just check, for example, 1. Okay, it's 9. How many gradients do we have? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, that's the last one. So that's good. And if I put 2, that should be 0. If I put 0, that should be 8, right? Yes, it works. It kind of works. So for that reason, I'm gonna do gradients, add this kind of random number with ID and gradients length. This way, every time you go to a variable, it's gonna have this background. As you can see, it takes it kind of a random number based on its ID, which ID itself is kind of random. So all of them will not change their background. Awesome. Well, I'm happy with how it turned out here. And we can say that it's kind of done. So, random randomize the word, no, topic screen header. It's complete. Awesome. Git add, git commit, topic screen header. So if we look here, what else? To randomize the order of answers in our quiz, we could do that, but I'm not in a mood to think about an algorithm how to randomize the order, so I'm gonna simply search something on Google. JavaScript shuffle array. All right, we will use this function. We will borrow this function in our somewhere in our quiz. So screens, quiz screen, quiz screen. We have, I'm gonna add this function in the utils. I don't know. Let me make it. It's an array of anything. Okay, so let's import this shuffle. And when will we use it? We have question. Let me check how we are rendering it. So multiple choice. Question choices. Okay, question choices. Well, we're question. All right, so we're gonna save them. That's overcomplicated. We're also gonna save the choices into a variable. Choices equal. We're gonna equal to, well, shuffle the question dot choices. Or an empty array. Okay, but I want to do that only when the question changes, not every time. So I'm gonna put it into a use memo. I'm gonna put it here like this, and only to update it when the question changes. Choices. So use memo, let's import it from React. The choices now. Now I need to update here to get it from this variable, here as well. And let's have a look. Start quiz. And find not an object question dot choices. Where and one, what? Here. In that use effect. Question. Like this. Start quiz. Attempt assign to read only property. Is it because of this shuffle array? Let's put them into a different array. Destructure them, I mean. Like this. Okay, errors is on the second place. If I start again, errors is on that last one. Error is here. Perfect. Yes, now it randomizes the order, as you can see. Yes, it works. All right, so that's, I think, finished. We are on the roll today. 1.5 hours in and I'm almost done with all the features that we have to implement today. Random order. Okay, perfect. This one is finished. Now, I think it's time for the color palette. Well, I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that in a live stream, because I have no idea how to properly pick colors. But we can research something on that. I don't know. How to define a color palette for an application. I just need to know like some guides on how to make sure that it looks good. Hello Maxim, how are you doing? Because if I start, like, it's gonna look like this with pink, yellow. First of all, what's the emotion of a color of this green one? Because the logo is this kind of greenish, like avocado. Nope, 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 nope. Let's check a couple of these services. Start the generator. I think I can set one of these colors, and I'm going to somehow get the red green from the avocado. So up.json, here we have it. And no, I think one of the colors should be this one, and we should lock it, right? Yes, and if I change, it's gonna try to generate with this one. This is good. What else do we need? So bad at this. Theme or place. Okay, this one. So bad at this, come on. I don't know what I expect, like to land on one that I like or what. How will this green look in our application? Source, constants, colors. No, it doesn't look good at all. Untold from home. Oh yeah, here. Let's go. I didn't understand. Hi, Andrew, how are you doing? How do you find colors for your applications? I think I will need help from someone because I'm really lost. But what about this one? How will this one look? Very, very bad, as expected. No, guys. I'm not gonna do that here. Probably I'm gonna ask some help from my girlfriend. She's a bit better with colors than me, so I'm gonna just do Ctrl Z to our original colors that we have here. Magenta, dark magenta. Sounds good, but I don't believe in my powers to choose colors now. So let's have a look at what else we plan to do and if there is anything that we can do here live. Color palette, I said that I'm gonna do off camera. I'm gonna try to get some help there. I need to set up that the tokens for our notifications from the Firebase and for the App Store. That's also like a boring part. I don't want to do it live stream. I have to start working on the content itself. So this is gonna take me some time. I'm planning to do this during this weekend in order to submit the application for review as fast as possible. So I'm gonna start gathering all the information and structuring it for our first module and the first 10 topics here. Resource link types. Resource link types can be documentation, it can be a blog, it can be a video. Let's implement this one, to be honest. This can be something interesting. Like, we will have like a list of resources here, but what I want to do is to categorize them into the types and have like here like a small icon saying like what is this, and maybe also to give credits, because if I'm gonna reuse like blog post from a popular publication, I'm gonna write here like the name of a publication. Does that make sense? I hope so. For that, what do we have to do? We will have to adjust a bit our data schema. But again, do I want to do that? It's gonna complicate my process of adding data. But yeah, let's see. So backend API schema. First of all, what I want to add is a enum type here. Will I be able to deploy it from where? From the cloud? Because previous time I wasn't able. So if I add the enum here with the name resource type, it's not a model, it should be an enum. it should be added a bit differently. So in the resource, we're gonna add a field called type, enum, create new, called resource type. What resources will we have? We will have docs, basically official documentations. That's also quite good. We're gonna have blog post. We're gonna have YouTube video or tutorial. What else? Maybe book, maybe course. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have them, but let's add them to see, not to have to add them later. What other types of resources will I include? Documentation, blog, YouTube, books, courses. Where else are you finding information? Musa is asking if I could push it 1 hour later because work finishes at 5 almost in all countries. Yeah, but like we have people watching this live stream from all over the world. Like we have people from India that are watching and now it's already night for them. We have people from USA that are watching, which is morning for them. So to be honest, it's really hard to accommodate everyone. Who invented time zones? We don't need them. So let's leave it like this, resource type, and maybe also for the resource itself to add, besides the type, maybe credits or offer. And this is going to be a string if we use some resources from some popular websites or creators to give them credits. I'm still not sure if we need this, but yeah, let's try, let's see. I'm gonna add that for the resources only at this moment. And let's hope that it will work here now. But while it is being deployed, let's see how we are gonna add that in our source components resource list item here. So we have our title, and I think below the title we're gonna have this one. So for that reason we're gonna have to put them inside a view, the title, and for example expo icons, let's say YouTube. We need to import it. All right, something like that. Well, you know what I'm gonna do with this lock thing? I'm gonna put it on the completed itself. I'm gonna check first if it's pro. I'm gonna do the So if it's pro, I want to render this lock. Otherwise, I never encourage having more than 2 conditions in your tertiary operators, because you get lost, as I am doing right now. I'm really lost. But I think I've got it. So instead of 20, it should be 20. And for the color, we can go with colors.light.dark, something like that. Yes. Now we have our YouTube here, which should also be colors.light.dark. Probably 22 will be enough. What? It's going perfect. 15. And also after this text, I will add the credits. For example, notjust.dev as an example. I'm just saying. View, let's put them together to put them in the same line, like this. And for the style, I can do flex direction row. Credits. So let's add some styles for this one as well. That's gonna be margin left 5. Okay. The icon itself, I think 20 is too much. Even it's 22 right at the moment. So 18. It should be the same size as the text. Font size 16. Align items center. Okay. It's kind of weird, to be honest. It doesn't seem aligned. But maybe it is. All right, so now I want to have these icons based on that type that it can be. So resource type icon, it's going to be a mapping from, for example, YouTube. It's going to be this one. Then what else do we have here? Actually, it's not going to be like this. It's going to be the deployment failed. Why? So I wanted here the type, which is going to be enum. I just want to see how to declare this enum types. GraphQL, yeah, it's simply enum. So let's add them from locally, from Amplify backend API schema, where we have our resource. Let's add the enum resource types, and we're gonna have, as I said, docs, YouTube, or simply video, because it doesn't necessarily need to be on YouTube. Docs, video, blog, docs, video, blog, book. What else? Docs, video, blog, book. There was one more course, and maybe newsletter. Maybe I can recommend some newsletter to follow for a specific topic. Not sure if like newsletter, books, they are relevant for one specific small topic, but maybe we're gonna have like a bonus topic at the end, like a general one that will recommend like this newsletter for like JavaScript 101. So maybe we'll need it. Now that type will be of type resource types, and credits is gonna be of type string. Okay, let's go ahead and do Amplify. Push. Now I need for all of them to provide an icon. So here I have video already. Oh my god. Here I have video. Then I have docs. Let's have a look at the docs. That one is from Typo. Maybe I can look at only on Typo. Let's go with this one. For the docs, I'm gonna adjust the size and the color in a moment. Let me just finish. Blog. This one is from one. I'm not sure what's that. Maybe it's some specific for a company or. But we're gonna use it. Book. Course, what? And the newsletter. Okay, now let's go ahead and change the size always to 18. And for the colors, like this. And what do we have here? Oh my god. I didn't say yes. How many days Google take to review small MVP application? I think it's up to 2 days, around like that, like 1 to 2 days. But expect like to go through some loops to fix some issues, fix some changes that we require. Okay, so what I wanted to do there was, instead of this icon, I will render an icon based on the resource type. Icons resource type. And here for this text, I'm gonna have resource.credits. Let's wait until it updates because now it doesn't know. Okay. How is your progress, guys? Where are you at with your project that you're building? Come on, let's go. Is there any module that when we open an image in full screen and we can zoom in and out? I think yes, I think there was a module for that, a package for that. Expo full screen image. No. Don't remember which one I was using, but you can check this one. Pinch to zoom for both iOS and Android, double tap to zoom. It actually has a lot of weekly downloads, and the repository has a lot of stars, and it was updated quite recently, a couple of months ago. So I would look into this one. Okay, we're still waiting for this one to change. Why AWS and not Firebase? Because I have experience with AWS, I love AWS. On AWS, specifically with Amplify, we can build quite easily backends, but at the same time, we're not limited by any features. So anytime when my application grows out of what Amplify or what Firebase can do, I can always extend it with custom services and custom functionalities on AWS with the services that they provide. So you have a lot of control over how your application will grow with AWS, and this is what I love about them. Okay, so uploading files, still a bit of data. Visual editor. Oh, come on. It worked. Let's pull again in order to regenerate the models. Okay, and now what do we have here? Credits. Does not exist on time. Okay, let me check the type resource. It should have a type and it should have credits. Dot credits. Credits does not exist on exercise. So here we're gonna say if resource instance of, right? Or how? TypeScript check if variable is of type type of my brain forgot this one. Should be instance of. Resource, then credits we have, and here null cannot be used as an index type. Type undefined cannot be used as an index type. I know. Or 0, not 0, but unknown, and there I will put something for unknown. With the same colors, now it should work, but we need it only if a resource type is defined, right? And in this case I think we don't need this one. Yep, like this. Come on. And resource type now, nobody has anything, but if I'm gonna go ahead and change some data for our content here, if I'm gonna change it for resource, for example this one, if I'm gonna say the type is docs, if I'm gonna save, and the credits is where credits be free school. Let's refresh. Variable, yes, we see the docs from the free school. I'm gonna work a bit on the, for example, title. I'm gonna add some, probably not on the title. I'm gonna do it only if it has this view. Margin top 10. Okay. And for our now this one, this view, line indicator, height. Can we say height 100%? Yes. But it should be even more. 110%. Okay, now it works. But as you can see, it looks good in this situation. It doesn't look very good when we don't have the second thing. So I'm gonna say margin top here. Let's add here more checks. We also want to render this only if we have resource type. And yes, now it works perfectly. And if I'm gonna go ahead and change this one to a video, I don't know, notjust.dev, save, and if I'm gonna check it again, this one is a video. Probably it has too much margin top, so I'm gonna add 5. And now it looks perfect. For the title, I'm gonna do font weight 500. Okay, like this. And for the credits, dark gray, even darker gray I want. Maybe this one dark. Yes, let's do it like that. All right, so here we have our resource types and credits as well. So let's do git add, git commit. And this feature resource link types completed, but it should be in week 6. Completed. So perfect. Now if I check the status from week 6, come on, we have managed to finish quite a few tasks today in just 2 hours. So we have finished the topic screen header, which we can see here with a nice gradient style header. We have updated the name on the profile page. So if I go on profile page here, I don't see like that random name. I see my email address. We have moved our API from using the API key authorization to using cognito-based authorization. We implemented the pro resources in the database, so now we can manage them from our database, and now here we see them as pro resources. Then we have randomized the order of our answers in the quiz, which will give us a bit more dynamic to the quiz. And we implemented resource link types that will specify if this is a video, some documentation, books, courses, and so on. And also we will give some credits to people that have created these resources. So that was it for today. That was everything that I wanted to do today in the live stream. During the weekend, I'm gonna finish everything and I'm gonna work on adding the content for the modules to start having some content already there. And yes, then I'm gonna submit the application for review on Apple Store and on Google Play Store, and hopefully by the next week I'm gonna have the demo ready so you can download the application right away. So guys, if you have any questions, we can stay for 5 minutes. Otherwise, we can see each other at the demo day. And I want to remind you that the deadline to apply for pitching at the demo day is on August 10th. So make sure to check out the blog post if you go to the notjust.dev website, notjust.dev, and you can check the latest blog post here. Here I explain everything, how to create your pitch, how to structure your presentation. Then you'll have to record it and submit it here in this form. So make sure to check the blog post. Thank you very much for being here with me till the end. I'm not gonna do the proper outro for this challenge because it's not done yet. I will see you, all of you, next week at the demo day. I'm super excited to see all the projects that have been started during the last 7 weeks, and I want to see all the progress that you had during this period of time. I want to encourage all of you to apply, even if you didn't accomplish the goals that you have set. That's perfectly fine. Your project shouldn't be finished. If you have some progress, if you have moved the needle, that's already good, and that's already worth being appreciated by the community and shared with others. So don't feel shy about your progress. Go ahead and submit the pitch, because this is going to at least improve your presentation skills. It will improve your skills to present your ideas, your projects, and it will be better for you. You'll learn new things. Where do I apply? You check out the blog post on notjust.dev. You can find the link in the description of this video if I'm not mistaken, or I can paste it right away here in the chat. So in that blog post, I explain everything about the structure and how to submit. Will you announce the winners live? That's the surprise. We're gonna do the demo day next week, next Friday at the same time at 3 o'clock GMT +1. Basically 2 hours before now if you're watching this live. Does it have to be a startup or like a personal project? There is a great line between these, so personal projects as well, like definitely go ahead and submit them, because a lot of startups are starting as a side project that was intended like to be built, like, I don't know, for learning purposes, or maybe for one very specific need, or maybe you have built a project for yourself only, and that's also fine. Share your journey and share your learnings with the world. Vadim, where we can buy notjustdev merchandise? Do you like the t-shirt? Would you love to be able to buy this? Let me ask a poll. because I've been playing around with a company. I'm looking for the best manufacturer for these ones, and I think I found one which is really good quality for the t-shirt, and we'll see. Let's go. Excited for the demo week. I am also super excited. I want to see all of your projects, guys. All right, we already have 7 votes, and all of them are a yes, which is exciting. Also, we have, I've been playing around with designing a water bottle. What do you think about this one? I really love it. Like with all our Notjust development. Maybe the logo, we will do it a bit bigger, but it's gonna be like a nice prop to always remember to stay hydrated. So this one, some secrets I'm sharing with you. And we also have a hoodie. Do you want to see the hoodie? Do you want to see the hoodie? Or should I keep some surprises for later? Make laptop stickers. That's also a good idea. The design of a bottle, but in a t-shirt, like with these elements. That would be interesting. If you have some ideas, shoot me an email. If you're a designer, that would even be better. Yes, I'm almost done. All right. Please show. I think I will show you during the demo day. I'll try to wear that hoodie. And now I have to go. It's been a pleasure, guys, to code with you live here and to see so many people that are joining every week at the same time, helping me and following my journey. As I said, I'm looking forward to see your presentation, your demos. So make sure to submit your pitches by the deadline. And we're gonna see all of you during the demo day after 1 week, Friday, 12th of August. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. Stay hydrated, guys. Write clean code, build awesome startups.